I love Transformers. Being an 80s kid, I grew up with G1 Transformers, and I just, even to this day, as an adult, I love it. As you can see, I wear the apparel. I got, even a lot of the toys. So I've always wanted to do a Transformers actual play on this show, and there hasn't been an official Transformers RPG. There is one coming later on this year from Renegade Game Studios, but I thought, why don't I take one of my favorite RPGs from 2020, this Cortex Prime game handbook. This is actually a really great book if folks are interested in. This is a rule set, a toolkit for creating your own RPGs. So I thought, let's take this Cortex Prime handbook, create an RPG for Transformers. I took some of the basic core rules for Cortex Prime and created a quick RPG for Transformers. And I invited my friends on to come and play with me. And I'm so excited. Everybody welcome my friends Brandon, Josh, Phil, and Jordan. Guys, thank you so much for coming on and being a part of what I hope is going to be a great session for all of us.
We'll do our best.
Yeah.
Now, I purposely created pre-generated characters that nobody really had any kind of attachment to. So you all are the Throttlebots. I don't know if you're familiar with the Throttlebots, but they're nobody really cares about them too much. But that's okay, because I wanted you guys kind of give them your own flavor and everything. So let's without further ado, let's just hop into it, and I will let you introduce your characters when the time comes. The year is 2020. The year is 2000. The war for Cybertron has raged on for the past 15 years on Earth, led by the heroic Optimus Prime and his Autobots, and against the evil Decepticons and the villainous Megatron. They crash-landed on Earth millions of years ago while they were searching the universe for Energon to keep their civilization alive and their kind. 15 years ago, they were awoken, and now they've been battling on Earth ever since. Megatron and his Decepticons trying to gain as much Energon as they can from Earth so they can return home triumphant and to resurrect their dying planet. The Autobots, on the other hand, are trying to protect Earth from the evil Decepticons. And so that brings us to today. Recently, the Decepticons have sent a new army to attack Autobot City. An army that the Autobots have not seen before, in the forms of insectoids that were very reminiscent of beetles and grasshoppers of this Earth that they've seen, but this time in large robotic forms. These Insecticons attacked Autobot cities in great swarms and did devastating damage. Our story picks up right after this carnage of Autobot City, where Optimus Prime is taking notes as to the damage reports. Ironhide. Status report. Prime. They took out Autobot City. The Insecticons, they damaged the transformation cog. Metroplex will not be able to transform into his robotic mode. Oh no. How are we to fix this? Well, Prime, Wheeljack says that he's got another transformation cog on Cybertron in his workshop. We should go back to Cybertron and get another one so that we can repair Metroplex so that he can fend off another attack of the Decepticons and these insectoids that keep plaguing us. Very good, Ironhide. This is a perfect opportunity for the Throttlebots to prove their worth. But Prime, the Throttlebots are no match for those Decepta jerks. Ironhide, you need to realize that this is going to be a mission of stealth and retrieval. We're not there. We're not going back to Cybertron. to fight Decepticons. We want them to retrieve the transformation cog so that we can restore Metroplex to his robotic form. And at that point, Optimus looks at his arm, a little screen pops up, and he signals, he says, Throttlebots, come to Teletran 1. I've got a mission to debrief you on. And that's when the Throttlebots all come into Teletran 1 at a time. We'll start, we'll do a little close-up of each one. Let's go with the leader of the Throttlebots, and that would be Freeway, played by Phil.
How's it going,
Phil,
everyone?
tell us a little bit about Freeway.
Well, I've been told by my friends here that Freeway is the perfect choice for me, and I'm not familiar with Freeway from before. So, okay, I said, I'll have that one. Blue's my favorite color. Let's go with that. So I'm going to read exactly what this says, which is that Throttlebot's self-appointed comedian specializes in insulting others, but gets angry when others make fun of him. His car radio intercepts and decodes enemy radio broadcasts, transmits erroneous ones instead, uses sonic landmines, magnetic homing grenades, rusting agents, etc. for sabotage. Sometimes he laughs so hard at his own jokes he blows internal circuits and disables himself. Now, Doug, I don't know how to take this, considering that you're now saying that I'm transmitting erroneous broadcasts. Is this an inference to my own stream, my friend?
No. I thought that would be a great.
No, it's great. It's great. So yeah, I'm Freeway, and
Nice.
I'm gonna make sure that these guys do what they're told, and that we get everything done. And I'm gonna leave no stone unturned in the insult armory. And I've got to say, Optimus, what do you mean? Oh no, oh no? That's what you say when you drop some energon on the floor. Don't you think this is a little bit bigger than oh no?
I'm trying to downplay the situation so that best not to cause panic.
Yeah, whatever.
But behind Freeway is the next Throttlebot in the line, Searchlight. Searchlight being played this session by Brandon. You've also see him in the chat as Brandonson 112 on a lot of our streams. Brandon, do you want to tell us a little bit about Searchlight?
Yes, Searchlight. His main function is surveillance. So he is a creature of the night. He is very curious, and nothing escapes his notice. He's quiet, serious, and a loner. But apparently he also likes to party because he can produce some large strobe effects on every spectrum.
Nice. I like that. Followed by Searchlight is Chase. Chase is going to be played by Jordan. Jordan, you want to tell us a little bit about Chase?
Sure. Chase's function is a scout. He's an impatient overachiever, usually about 10 miles down the road before the other Throttlebots have shifted into gear. Likes to brag about past exploits and future conquests. He's very popular. In car mode, he can cruise at 240 miles per hour. He has excellent vision, can see in three directions at the same time, and has an array of radar dishes positioned under the roof in car mode.
Nice.
Apparently prone to have drive shaft and transmission problems.
Awesome. And then followed into the rear of the line is, last but not least, Rollbar, played by Josh this session.
In the rear with the gear. All right. So when the going gets tough, the tough get driving. Rollbar is impulsive, loves to take chances, puts his life on the line, speaks in corny macho cliches, and that kind of elicits laughter from the other Throttlebots. Believe me, it's all unintentional. Extremely agile in Jeep mode, can go into flips and rolls with very little loss in speed. Has built-in chemical sensors, radiation detectors, audio and video recorders to assist his tracking.
Excellent. Excellent. So Optimus Prime gathers all the Throttlebots in Teledran 1, says, Throttlebots, I have an important mission for you. I need you to go to Cybertron and retrieve the transformation cog for Autobot City. See, this last attack on Metroplex has left him without the ability to transform into robot mode, and we need that in order to fend off future attacks. I need you to go to Wheeljack's workshop on Cybertron and retrieve the transformation cog and bring it back to us. Try to be as stealthy as possible. We know that we're not familiar with this new form of transformers that have attacked our city, so we have a feeling that there might be more in store once you get to Cybertron. Of course, you can't fly, and you can't. We don't have a spaceship to get to Cybertron, so I need you to infiltrate the space bridge that was built by the Decepticons, and take the space bridge to Cybertron, and from there, go to Wheeljack's workshop, and then bring me back the transformation cog. Are there any questions?
Why haven't you invested in the shuttle yet? This is ridiculous.
We've been too busy fending off the Decepticons and protecting humanity, because freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Yeah, okay, whatever.
Throttlebots, roll out. And at that point, you all roll out of Teletran 1. And we'll go to the next scene. Let me see what I can do here. Oh, yeah. I love it. I love it. I love it.
That was great.
The next scene sets
amazing.
up. The next scene sets up where you all are driving to this ravine, and you stop right before the right at the edge of the ravine, and you peer down, and you see this long runway, and at the end of the runway is a circular. It's like this ring with lights around it, and you know that is the space bridge. And that you'll have to get inside that and activate the space bridge in order to get to Cybertron, to teleport yourselves to Cybertron. Is there anything you would like to do before
Chase is ahead of everybody, already trying to pry whatever he thinks is a door open.
All right.
How high up are we?
You are about 100 feet, probably. Above it, and looking down into maybe 200 feet. We'll say you're 200 feet, and you're looking down into this ravine, and you can see the circular metallic ring with the lights on top of it just swirling.
Is it dark?
No, it's daytime. It's daytime.
Can we see anyone there, or alternatively, can I pick up any broadcast, any
Ooh, that's a good idea.
People coming.
This is a great. This might be a great way. Is anybody good at surveillance?
I can detect radiation. Oh wait, my main function is surveillance. So
Yes. So what I did with the pre-gens for the Throttlebots was I took the old G1 tech specs, and based on their rating, I gave them a dice rating. The way the Cortex Prime rules work is that you're going to take that value of die, roll 3 of them, and then take your best 2, and that's going to be your target number, Brandon.
Okay.
Or Searchlight, I should say.
So that would be skill?
That would be your skill, yes.
Okay. So that would be 3d12s. Oh, I got a 1, so that's bad.
Okay. That's so with the system, whenever you roll a 1, it creates a complication, and so something bad will happen. But the player that rolls the 1 also gets what's called an Energon Cube. And the Energon Cube can be used within the session. They accumulate over the time, over the session. Everyone starts with 1 Energon Cube at the start of the game, and you can use an Energon Cube in a few different ways. You can use an Energon Cube to inflict 1 more damage on a hit. You can use one energon to add a die to a die roll. So basically it increases your odds to rolling higher. You can also use one energon cube to create an item for the session. Or you can use 2 energon cubes to create an item for, I'm sorry, you create one item for the scene, 1 energon cube for the scene, for an item for the scene, 2 energon cubes for an item for the entire session. So what did you roll? You rolled an energon cube, or you rolled a 1.
So I got a 1, but my other 2 die were an 11 and a 9. So that's 20.
Okay. Yes, you send out your radar, and you notice that the space bridge is guarded by the one and only Soundwave.
Oh no!
Oh man, I detect something. I think it's Soundwave.
Oh my gosh!
So yes, you know that now you're going to have to get past Soundwave in order to use the space bridge.
All right.
For those of you that are not familiar with Soundwave, Soundwave is he's like the 3rd in command. He's the communications officer for the Decepticons. He transforms into a tape deck. He's very what should I say? He's not very emotional. He's very, very robotic. And he might even have some surprises up his sleeve. We'll see.
Oh, we can take him. I bet you I could kick his butt. 1 wheel tied behind my back.
That's something I'd like to see. Definitely want
So
to
would
see
I.
you with 1 wheel tied behind your back.
Oh, come on, guys. Let's get moving here.
All right.
Is there like, looking at this, is there a way down where we could get kind of behind them and come up from behind, or is the path of least resistance like, just walking straight in front of them and say, hey, here we are?
You can try to come, but yeah, you can try to come around and try to you want to like come behind and kind of attack him from, or try to like sneak past him without him noticing.
Yeah, kind of, sneak up on him, and because we were told to try to be stealthy. Although I don't think that's going to happen once we get up there, but if we can get the surprise on him, that'd be great.
I think we should maybe we can trigger a kind of avalanche since it's at the bottom of a ravine, and then we'll sneak on the other side so that he won't notice us.
That could hurt the space bridge.
That is true, and we need that bridge.
Yeah, otherwise we can't get to Cybertron, and then the mission is just a bust, and this is a really short actual play. Phil, you're muted, buddy.
Also, I will let everyone know that Searchlight will, or not Searchlight, Chase will not be joining us. He had to bow out.
Okay. He chased himself away. Come back, all is forgiven. Okay, let's think about this rationally for a change. I know you guys aren't used to that, but what if we create some kind of like a grenade or a bomb, and then at least one of us is quite good at being subtle.
Okay, and what do we do with that bomb?
What would you do with a bomb when you have an enemy in front of you?
Well, again, if he's in front of the machine and the bomb, it could damage it.
Yeah, and I was going to suggest
talk about being rational.
I know. Out of character, I was just
mission.
about to suggest that Chase could plant the bomb because he's our scout and is really stealthy.
That's fine. If you want to send Chase in to be like a
suicide mission.
Kamikaze.
Chase hears that that's the suggested, and he leaves and goes back to Teletran 1.
He's like,
go
nope.
tell on him,
He's
tell
like,
us to Optimus.
I'm not being part of this.
Okay. Well, we could still do this, but what if we create some kind of diversion then?
That's not a bad idea. All right, what do you suggest?
I
I
mean,
mean,
if Chase goes all the way over there and just like shouts, "Hey, I'm over here!"
Well, I mean, I can produce some very, very bright lights and cause a distraction that way.
All right.
I mean, I could
That
perhaps
sounds like a
even
plan.
get close to him and then kind of flash him and hopefully
What-
stun him with brightness.
what if you stay like on top of the ravine and just like flash your lights and honk your horn to get his attention while the other two of us sneak up behind?
Oh yeah, that might
Yeah.
work.
My only concern, Searchlight, is obviously making sure you then get down here afterwards.
Right. Well, I think he would have the advantage for being on the high ground
Oh yeah, totally.
because he can like back up and then line of sight will be blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
you
can
can
definitely try to figure out a way down afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. And let's face it. I mean, your searchlights are pretty damn strong. So hopefully you can dazzle them and get around them that way.
All right.
yeah,
So I think this is the plan.
Yeah, I will be a distraction.
All right. So Searchlight, what are you doing to distract the Soundwave?
I'm gonna, I guess I'm gonna go up to the top, turn my lights on, start flashing them on and off rapidly, and honking my horn, seeing if I can draw some attention.
All right.
At the same time, could I do maybe send some sort of distress signal or some kind of other radio signal that would maybe distract confuse Soundwave as well?
Can you imitate a Decepticon distress signal?
This is what I'm thinking.
Ooh.
Okay. Yeah. What do you have that? For
I have some audio recorders stuff.
I haven't
Okay.
yet worked out how to interpret my character sheet, so I don't know. But I mean, it was in the blurb.
If it's in the blurb, then yes, then that would be under your skill.
I use sonic landmines. I can intercept and decode enemy radio broadcasts and transmit erroneous ones
Nice.
instead.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Nice.
You use your skill. So you have a D12 in skill. So roll 3 D12s and give me your best 2, and try not to roll any ones.
And I'm going to let Brandon do the same thing with Searchlight for his lights, and then we can work out what happens at the same time, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Drop the die.
Come on. Let's go. Okay. 12, 9. No ones, so that's good.
Okay.
I got a 21.
Okay, so yeah, you're blaring the lights, and they're just going, and it definitely takes Soundwave looks up from his control pad on the space bridge and looks up and starts to head over your way to see what's going on.
And at the same time, I start broadcasting a garbled Decepticon emergency signal with my 12 and a 5 and a 2, making 19.
So it's just 12 and 5, so you get 17.
Oh,
So you're going to take your
my
best
mistake,
2.
yep.
Yeah, that's great.
17.
So Soundwave kind of looks confused, like he's he's not sure that this is doesn't sound like a typical Decepticon distress signal, but because he's the communications officer.
Yeah.
But he definitely is looking up at the top of this ravine where and away from the space bridge and looking at where the lights are coming from, where Searchlight is.
Okay. I've headed down to get the upper hand on the sneaking up behind.
Okay.
God, knock him over the head with a wine bottle.
Freeway, are you with Rollbar? Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys make it down the other side of the ravine, and you're away from. Whereabouts are you? Are you near the space bridge? Are you on the other side of in back of Soundwave?
Probably heading more towards the if Soundwave's kind of distracted and going off in that direction. We just want to head to the space bridge,
Okay.
and we'll kind of work on the control panel and
Okay.
and then wait for Searchlight to come up.
Okay. Searchlight, what are you doing at this point?
I'm kind of just chilling on top of this ravine as Soundwave comes closer to me. So I'm gonna have to see how I handle that interaction when that happens.
All right. Considering it's quite a few hundreds of feet up in the air, that you're looking down, and he can kind of see the lights. He can't quite see what exactly is creating the lights, but he knows that it has some sort of Decepticon distress signal. At this point, he ejects. He points to a button on the top of his shoulder and says, "Laserbeak, eject, operation." Surveillance. And his chest opens up, and this cassette comes flying out and transforms into a bird, and starts flying up to the top of the ravine to see what's going on, so he can relay the message to Soundwave.
Oh no! So once the bird, the bird gets up there, can I try to blind it with the super bright lights to see maybe it will be unable to continue its flight?
Sure, you can do that.
Let's see. What would that be?
That would probably be its skill. You're still using your skill for I would say that's probably a good skill roll.
Okay.
Come on.
That is 19.
19. Okay, yeah, you did it fine. The Laserbeak flies up to the top of the ravine. Right as soon as it gets to the where it can see you, all of a sudden you just blast it with this shining light, and it just starts flying so that it just can't tell where it's going. You can tell it definitely blinded Laserbeak momentarily, and it's just kind of flailing in the air at this point.
Ooh, I'd like
Take
to
off.
I'd like to intercept
Take
any
off.
radio signals that it's trying to transmit back to Soundwave, and
Okay.
and then if there's anything there that I can correct.
Okay.
Then
Give me an interference roll.
Oh, that was not so good. I got a 7 and a 6 and a 1.
Okay, so you have a complication, so give yourself an Energon cube.
Yep.
And you rolled what was it, a 13?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you didn't stop. I'm going to say you didn't stop the transmission. So Soundwave is now realizing that this is probably a trap based on the and he again points to his chest and says, "Ravage, eject,
Yes.
operation, destruction." And now you have this Black Panther cassette robot that is next to Soundwave, and now Soundwave looks around and sees Rollbar and Freeway down in the base of the ravine, and he points, "Ravage, attack," and all of a sudden you see this, black Ravage heading straight at you at full speed.
I'm going to take this opportunity as he's ejecting Ravage to transform back into car mode and just book it down to the other side of the ravine. We'll book it across to be able to get down on the other side of the ravine.
Okay.
Yeah. Turn my lights out so I go back into stealth mode.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, you guys got Ravage coming right at you. What would you like to do?
Okay. I jump forward in front of Freeway and say, "Come on, bring it on! Yeah!"
All right.
I'm gonna do a backflip and transform into my vehicle mode, into my car mode. I'm also going to take that opportunity to mount on the back of the car some magnetic homing grenades.
Okay.
With the intention of throwing those and prep some sonic landmines as well.
Are you using an Energon cube to create those?
Sure, why not?
Okay, we'll say that you are. All right, very good. So Ravage is running full speed at Rollbar since he's in the front, and he's going to try to pounce on Rollbar. I'm going to use that as a strength roll.
Okay.
He rolled a. Can you give me a strength roll as well, Josh? And
Yes,
we'll compare.
I can. All right, so 3d8s. All 7s.
Nice.
Okay. So you beat my score of 12. So you fend off. Ravage tries to jump on you. You take a forearm and just smack him across, and he goes flying out of the way a little bit. Freeway, what are you doing at this point?
At that point, I would like to throw a magnetic homing grenade in the direction of the giant metal cat.
Okay. That would probably be let's say that's a firepower
Cool.
roll.
There. I got snake eyes and a 5.
Okay. Yeah, you so you get two
That's
energon.
ones, by the way, in case anyone isn't sure.
Yeah, you get two energon cubes for that.
Oh yeah.
But unfortunately, you throw it and it misses Ravage completely. And at this point,
It hits
Sound
Rollbar,
wave.
doesn't it?
no.
now.
Okay.
But at this point, Soundwave realizes that you know what, these few Autobots are a little bit more than than Ravage can handle.
That's what we are.
So he reaches for his chest, but his shoulder button again, and says, "Rumble, eject, operation, disruption." And he jumps out, and this cassette tape ejects from his chest, transforms into this little short robot, and this which you know as Rumble, and Rumble starts charging into battle.
So we have, just to recap for anyone who doesn't know the franchise, in the air we've got basically a robotic bird. On the ground we've got a robotic panther, and a kind of humanoid guy with great big pneumatic pounding fists that can pound the ground, so to speak, and make earthquakes and that sort of stuff.
That's right. So you've got 3 mini cassettes now at this point that are pretty much doing Soundwave's bidding.
Awesome.
I'm going to charge forward in the same direction and
let's
try to meet him head on.
Sure. Let's Searchlight. What are you doing at this point? Now you're down at the bottom of the
I should be
ravine.
at the bottom of the ravine by this point, so I'm going to start heading over to where the rest of the Throttlebots are to give them some backup. Because I don't want to leave them by themselves.
All right. So Rumble charges in, and Rollbar, you're meeting him in.
Yeah.
Okay. As Rumble sees you charging at him, he immediately stops and puts the pile drivers down to his side and starts shaking the ground furiously to try to disrupt you charging at him. I do have stats for Rumble. Let me see here. That is going to be a D8 roll for me. That's 16. Yeah, he totally destroys. He starts creating this epic local earthquake, and you guys are having a hard time just staying on your feet at this point.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm just trying to maintain balance while we wait for Searchlight to appear.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to try and use. I don't know how many of these I created. Do I have any more of the magnetic grenades?
We'll say you have 3 of them.
Okay, and I've used 1.
Yep.
Okay, I'm going to try and throw one at Rumble.
Okay.
Do I have? Am I still going to do that as D6? Have I got any kind of penalty?
Whatever your firepower skill is.
Okay, I didn't know whether there'd be a penalty because of the ground shaking.
What is your rating at right now?
D6.
It's a D6. Okay. No, I'll let you have it. I'll let you have it.
It won't matter. This is going to be a terrible roll. That's 8 and a 1.
An 8 and a 1.
5, 3, and 1.
Okay, yeah, you throw this grenade and it comes up short of Rumble. It just kind of seems to add to the chaos and the rumbling that's going on. What's Searchlight doing?
Okay, so Searchlight is at this point very close, so he's going to try to do like some sort of heroic maneuver. So he's going to keep driving until he gets to about to the point where the ground is about to shake, and he's going to try to quick transform as a leaping action towards Rumble. But not attack him. He's going to try to like blind him with a flash of light instead of trying to actually attack.
All right. Trying to think of how we can. So give me a. Trying to think of what stat we would use for the. Let's just give me a skill roll, I guess.
Okay.
Could be courage.
Yeah, courage probably is in there too.
Yeah, courage is probably a good one too. Give me a courage and a skill roll.
All right. So can I do it? Be courageous.
Oh,
I think I can. I got a 12 on the courageous.
Nice. Yep.
Roll.
Absolutely, you can.
And then let's see if it actually works. I got a 20.
Nice. Okay. Yeah. You get right to the edge of where the seismic shaking is going on. You transform. You flip in midair, and you land specifically on Rumble.
No, just
no,
right.
You blind him. You blind him, right?
Yeah.
You land right in front of him and blind him with this light. So yeah, it actually since you if you want to use an energon point and just blind everybody in that's facing Ravage, Rumble, and Soundwave.
Sure. Yeah, let's go with it.
Okay. So yeah, you use your light function and you just blind everyone within the radius. And of course, Freeway and Rollbar know what's going on, so they make sure to not look, so their optic sensors are not in the way. So they know that you just blind everybody. And at the moment, all the Decepticons are temporarily blinded.
Now's the time to try another grenade there, Freeway.
Well, that worked so well last time. Yeah, great idea. Thanks for that.
You can just walk it up to them now.
Now you tell me how to actually deliver it. Fine, I'll do exactly that, and let's see how well it works. That's an 8, 5, 3, and 1.
Oh my gosh!
Okay.
Really clever idea of yours, Searchlight.
So all of the grenades are gone now.
I'm gonna send you for a promotion to professor professor emeritus of the Academy for really clever combat ideas for non-combat characters.
In fact, I need a roll from all of you for to kind of keep your balance, because since the detonation went off so closely, it's really kind of it's going to kind of keep you from give me some sort of strength roll.
Okay. You got it. Ooh, that's only an 8 total.
Great. I get to roll my d6s again. That always works.
I'm having a great die day. I got a 10.
Okay, yeah.
11.
Okay, yeah. I made that kind of an easy roll because you all saw it coming, and since the Decepticons are blinded, yeah, you all seem to stand on your feet, and yeah, it's up to you guys what you want to do now.
What I would like to do I'd like to drop some sonic grenades, sonic mines on the floor in front of, like, between us and the Decepticons. Okay.
So you're going to use an energon point to create those?
Yep.
Okay.
I have quite a few of them, so...
Okay. So yeah, so you quickly lay some mines along the canyon floor.
Okay. Yeah, we should definitely open the space bridge and get through it while they're blinded.
Sure.
Okay. So you guys all go to the space bridge. Can somebody who's really good at maybe some computer skill? I'm trying to think who has a high intelligence score.
I got D10s.
Yes.
I've got D10s too.
I'm
Okay.
not that intelligent. I only have D8s.
Okay, so one of you go to the panel on the space bridge and give me a D10 roll.
Go ahead, Searchlight. I got your back, so I will like stand at his back and face the Decepticons. Just kind of keep him watch.
Okay, hang on. I got a D10s. It's these guys. Hopefully these D10 rolls are as good as my D12 rolls. Let's see. Yeah. I got a 19 there.
19. Yeah, you
Nice.
you lower the panel, type it in. You get the coordinates for Cybertron. You set it for 1 minute from now, and the space bridge opens up on one of the sides, and you can go right into the space bridge.
Awesome.
So, is that what everybody's doing?
Yeah. Let's go into
Okay.
the space bridge.
So everybody goes into the space bridge. The space bridge then closes behind you, and then you see the swirling lights start, and then all of a sudden you see this ray of energy that just shoots out from the space bridge, and you all get transported to Cybertron. And that's where we'll end this scene. The next scene picks up on Cybertron, where you're in like this big round room where the space bridge has left you off, and you're not quite sure once you open these doors in front of you where it's going to where this opens up to. But you know that you do need to get out of here, since this is the space bridge. And, the other side of the space bridge. All it's going to take is for someone to turn on the space bridge again and teleport you back to Earth if you don't move quickly.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
we get off the space bridge platform.
Yeah, you pretty much want to get out of the space bridge.
Now, is this room like enclosed with doors, or
It is. Yeah, it's this
okay.
big round. It's almost like this big round room that is. It almost looks like a silo almost, but that there's two double doors in front of you,
Okay.
and they open up to somewhere.
Okay.
I'm assuming we need to get out of here rather quickly.
Yeah,
considering it is the Decepticon space bridge.
Yeah.
All right. I'll open the door.
Okay. Can you give me some sort of give me some sort of intelligence? Give me the intelligence roll for
Sure.
opening the doors.
All right. D10s. Oh, that's 20.
20, nice. Okay, yeah. You actually, since that's such a good roll, you actually, when you get to the monitor to open the doors, you realize that not only does the space bridge lead to Cybertron, but the space bridge on the other side, on the Cybertron end, actually ends up in Shockwave's lab. Shockwave is like the commander of Cybertron for the Decepticons. He's the person that was left in control. He's got a very scientific mind, so he is very cold and logical. And he's if you encounter him, I'll show him up, but I'll show him on screen. But you know that this is, once you open this door, you're going to be in Shockwave's lab on Cybertron.
Okay.
Okay, this is not good, guys. We might be in a little bit of peril here. We need to move fast.
Yeah, let's not go into the room with Shockwave.
Well, this is the only way we can try to be stealthy.
Okay, tiptoes then.
So
Yes.
the double doors open up, and out in the room that it leads out to is like it looks like a big metal laboratory. There's tables and tools, and on the sides there are these, I guess the best word to say is tanks. These big round tanks that are clear, but they have like this purplish liquid that is flowing in them. And every once in a while you see metallic, images that kind of come up against the glass and then fade back into the purplish liquid. And it's kind of dark. There's a few little lights, but you make your way out into what looks like Shockwave's lab.
Okay. search around and see if there's any useful items or anything that we could use.
Okay.
Where the next door in this room, where is that located? Is that in the far back?
The next room is pretty much Shockwave's lab is kind of its own building. So
Right.
once you go exit it, you are out in Cybertron, and you know where Wheeljack's laboratory is.
Yeah.
So you could just once you're out of this lab, you could go to Wheeljack's laboratory if you wanted to.
Yeah, I definitely kind of want to gather any intel or see if there's an item that could be possibly useful as we go through.
Yeah. Can you give me some sort of roll? Give me some sort of let me think here. Yeah, give me an intelligence roll, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense.
Freeway, don't touch anything.
So that's only an 8 total.
Okay. Yeah, you don't really find a whole lot of.
Okay.
Did you roll any ones? No.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
Two
too bad.
4s and a 2.
Okay. Yeah, you just you don't really see too much. It looks like an abandoned lab.
We have two options here. We can either just leave, or we can cause a commotion and leave.
Well, causing a commotion and leaving will possibly make it hard to get home.
That is true.
And last I checked, last time I suggested that this might be a suicide mission, one of our guys just left. I mean, I'm not entirely convinced that the rest of you are that interested in that idea either.
Well, I mean, they actually have ships here, so we could use a method that's not the bridge to get back.
This is one of your finest and most detailed suggestions. I appreciate this one. We could even do that this time. I'm not going to throw it though. I'd like to have a listen in to see if there's any nearby radio broadcasts. If there's any water cooler chatter going on.
Okay. So are you just going to plug into a panel there in the lab and see if there's any broadcasts going on?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, give me a roll for that.
That would be 21.
You rolled a 21?
I got a 12, a 9, and a 4.
Okay. Yeah, you tap into the panel in the side of the lab, and you don't hear a whole lot. There's not a whole. Cybertron's pretty well, vacant, or there's not a whole lot because pretty much all the Transformers had to leave there because it was a dying planet.
Yep.
You do come across some weird cryptid files that you can't quite decipher, and all it says is Project Insectoid on it.
Now, I'm quite good at decoding enemy radio broadcasts, but I'm not necessarily good at decoding files. So
Correct.
I'd like to take a copy of those.
Okay.
And
Good
I'll
plan.
describe what they are to Searchlight and Rollbar, and maybe share them so that we can all try and have a look whilst we're doing other things.
Actually, this doesn't say Project. It says Project Insecticon 2 is pretty much what it says on it.
Okay. I don't want to risk corrupting those files further by trying to do it myself, but I'm going to take a copy.
Okay. Yeah. So what are you? You've got a copy of this file.
We should probably get moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. We should.
Let's get moving.
out.
I'm the boss.
Oh. Well,
I've had this great idea.
Well, there is a door to lead outside of Shockwave's lab. You're going to have to hack it in order to, since you're not Decepticons and you don't have the clearance to open the door. You're going to have to You're going to have to hack it and get out of the lab.
Well, Searchlight did a great job with the space bridge panel. Why don't you hack this door?
Sure. Let's give that a
attitude.
shot. Why not? It's another D10 roll. It's these guys.
Do it.
Yeah, this is gonna be the only time I get like 3 1s.
Hey, you gotta get them in at some point. If you're gonna do something well,
I did get a 1, but
Alright.
I got a 13. Looks like.
Okay. So yeah, you So you did get a 1. Okay, so give yourself an energon cube. So you lower the panel from the door. You start accessing it, and as you are accessing it, the alarm goes off, and behind the chamber for the space bridge, a large one-eyed purple robot appears,
Oh, jeez, crow.
who you know as Shockwave. And it's at this point where it says, logic predicted that Autobots would come to my lab and try to sabotage my work. You all will face demise shortly. And at this point, he opens up and starts firing at the 3 of you.
Yep.
Oh, yes, we are Autobots.
Oh, nice.
You say it's firing. Hang on, let me. I've got a button somewhere.
There you go. That's awesome.
Since you did roll a 13, the doors do open very slowly, but you're going to have to give me a speed roll to make sure that you dodge your any kind of incoming, shots from sound or shockwave before you leave.
We all need to do that, yeah?
Yeah, you all need to do that.
Great.
All right,
D6
speed.
is my favorite. A 1, a 4, and a 2. So it's 6 in total.
Ooh.
I have 2 5s and a 7, so
12.
So that's 12.
Yep.
And
Okay.
11. I just. Yeah.
Okay.
No ones.
So Searchlight and Rollbar, you both evade any kind of incoming fire from Shockwave. Freeway, on the other hand, takes a
I'm still plugged in, just copying these files. I'm like, I've got that progress bar because it's the 80s. So in fact, it's probably just a green and white screen or whatnot.
So at this point, the Shockwave fires and hits Freeway right solid into the side of his shoulder, and Freeway, you're going to take 4 points of damage.
oof.
Ooh, is there any way to mitigate that?
There is not.
Okay. I've only got 6 hit points.
Nice. So yeah, so you're wounded. You know that you need to get out of there. Hopefully, give me another speed roll before so that you can. Are you in car mode or are you in vehicle or in robot mode?
Me?
Yeah.
I was in robot mode.
Okay, so you should have D8s for rolling that.
I'm definitely in car mode.
It says D6s on the spreadsheet originally, but it should be D8s now.
Okay, I missed that. Sorry, that was probably the thing you told us to change earlier on.
Yeah,
but I
that
was
is
too
the one
busy
thing I
trying
told you to
print
change.
things out. Okay. Okay, that's more like it. I got 11.
Okay, yeah, you are able to transform real quickly and like just speed right out of there and catch up to Rollbar and Searchlight, and then the doors shut behind you, and then that will bring us to the next scene. So you get to Wheeljack's lab or workshop, and again, it looks, like a workshop. It looks like somebody's like almost like a woodwork shop, almost, only it's mechanical and metallic.
Metal workshop.
Metal workshop, yeah, kind of like that. There's parts and everything all kind of strewn over all over the place, and there's a monitor and all sorts of technical bits and pieces, and yeah, that there is a transformation cog here in this workshop.
All right, can I do a search for that?
Yes, there, and that also that there are things that you can heal Freeway of his wounds. Yeah, if you want to use an Energon cube to help Freeway, and maybe
That's a good shout. I've got 4 Energon points at the moment. So
okay, so why don't you use all of those to heal yourself?
then I can't make any cool stuff.
Well, you don't have to use them all if you don't want to.
I'll use a couple.
Okay.
Which leaves me with 2 for making cool stuff that I can't then actually throw at anything.
Nice.
Maybe all I need to do is make these things and then give them to someone else.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you look around for Wheeljack's lab, Wheeljack's workshop, and can somebody give me a search roll? I guess that would be an intelligence roll.
Okay.
You have to know. Are Searchlight and Rollbar, are you both searching for this transformation card?
15.
Okay. Searchlight?
Let's see. I got a 16.
Okay. Searchlight actually finds the transformation cog. And it's this round circular object. Looks just like this.
Huh.
That's pretty much what is going to create, and the ability for Autobot City to transform into Metroplex. So yeah, Searchlight, you grab it and pocket it, and Rollbar, you look around and you find. What do you want to find? I'll give you. You rolled a good enough roll. What would you like to find in Wheeljack's workshop?
Some kind of pew pew.
Okay. Yeah, you find some sort of laser gun.
Okay.
Rifle. I don't know, whatever you want to use. You tell me what you find.
Probably just a laser gun. I don't think a rifle would fit my character.
Okay.
So something small.
How many energon cubes do you have?
I have one.
You have one. Okay. Yeah, I'll let you have it. You had a high enough roll. We'll let you just have the laser gun.
Okay.
So yeah. So you're in Wheeljack's lab. You found everything. Freeway is kind of pretty well healed up. Searchlight has a transformation cog, and Rollbar, you found a laser gun.
Can I search for some auto-targeting magnetic sonic grenades?
How many energon cubes do you have?
I got 2.
Yeah, you could use both of those to find some of those.
Okay.
If you wanted to.
Should I roll for that, or is that just
you'll just create them out of the Wheeljack's workshop if you use both of them.
Meanwhile, Searchlight is singing, "Anything you can do, I can do better."
I get those grenades and I just give them to Freeway, and I'm just like, hopefully these will work better.
My grenades were fine, thank you very much.
Freeway, what were you rolling for those grenades before? What dice rating?
D12 to make them.
Your D12. What to throw them?
Oh, I'm sorry, my mistake. We said it was firepower, which is D6.
Okay, so those are going to be D10s if you throw those ones that Searchlight made.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah, at this point, you guys have taken quite a bit of time in Wheeljack's workshop, and Wheeljack's workshop is kind of dark and everything, and all of a sudden you hear some noise off into the corner of Wheeljack's Wheeljack's workshop.
Can I just shine a light over into the corner real quick?
Yeah, sure.
Where it came from?
You see kind of like this insectoid limb kind of hide behind the corner.
Ooh. Okay.
I'd like to spend an engine point to make some resting agents, because apparently I can do that.
Okay.
And maybe I'll pass them over to the other guys to actually deploy.
Some rust agents.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So you've heard this noise in the black corner, in the dark corner that Searchlight shone his light on, and you kind of saw this kind of mechanical insectoid limb that kind of came back around the corner.
Okay, we don't have time for this. We need to get back to the space bridge, and we got to get through Shockwave.
Yeah.
I mean, we could just see if we could find a shuttle instead of taking the space bridge that they're probably waiting for us on both sides of.
How long would the trip from Cybertron to Earth be if we?
It's quite a few light years away.
Yeah. We've done that trip once before, right? And that went really well.
Yeah. You crash landed on Earth and were asleep in hibernation for millions of years.
Yeah.
I mean, I think as a last option, that's a great idea. But I think we're fast enough. We now have firepower. we have, I think we have some options that we can use to at least distract him enough or disable him enough to get by to the space bridge.
More importantly, if we go by any other means of transport, then I'm going to have to wait several years to receive the next episode of Dallas, and I'm not happy with that. Not happy with that at all. We need to get back.
Yeah, but by the time you get there, you'll be able to watch the entire thing. You won't have to wait for the next episode.
It'll take too long. I can't wait that long.
Well, what's the plan there, Freeway and Throttlebots?
I think we need to. Well, the only thing that I am concerned about, I was just downloading some files when we were at the other lab, and they do say Insecticon on them, and that thing did kind of remind me of some of the Earth insects, like the giant stag beetles have that kind of same sort of look to them. So
yeah, that weird creature that was in Wheeljack's lab also kind of reminded me of those things that were back on Earth, or wherever we were.
I wonder if this is another one of Shockwave's ridiculous creations. I mean, I'm grateful. I mean, without him, I guess we wouldn't have gotten the Dinobots back, right? But this is just not. I just don't trust that guy. I just don't trust him.
Would you say he's kind of deceptive?
Yeah, very much. And some kind of con man. And I mean, I don't trust anyone that with only one eye is still a better shot than I am.
Got a point.
There's something else going on, man. I'm telling you.
That's a good point.
Well, we gotta get back, so
yeah, let's
get to it.
Let's get to it.
All right. So you're going to exit Wheeljack's workshop. Are you heading back to the other side of the space bridge in Wheeljack's lab and Shockwave's lab?
I think I'm gonna have to.
All right. Here we go. Next scene.
I'm gonna
go on. No, go ahead. What are you gonna do? Go.
I was just gonna say I'm sharing the idea that maybe we need to deploy some Rust agents when we get to Shockwave's lab, so that hopefully over time this thing will deteriorate.
Okay.
So the next scene picks up you guys right in front of Shockwave's lab, the doors that you exited previously, and you know that going inside is not going to be easy. But in order to get back to Earth with the transformation cog, you need to go in there. So yeah, everybody, give me a courage roll.
Ooh. Courage. D12s.
I got 17 and a 1.
Nice. Okay. And a 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
22.
Okay.
Nice.
You made it. No ones?
No ones. I still haven't rolled one
I got
yet.
6.
Okay. Searchlight, you're very scared. You're very you know that what you saw in Wheeljack's lab might be just like an indication of what you might be facing here once you open the doors for Shockwave's laboratory, and you're going to be at a negative 1 step in your first interaction here going into Wheeljack's lab. So whatever you have for a rating, you'll be 1 for a die rating. You'll be one die roll for less for the first interaction. So yeah, so you open the door.
Yeah, I'm going to be in a defensive stance.
All right.
Yeah.
Pew out, and probably a Rust agent ready to throw.
Right. And Phil, you said that you rolled a 1, right?
I rolled a single 1. Yeah, and
Yeah, no, that's all I needed. Thank you.
Cool.
So you
I'm
open...
just going to again. Oh, Searchlight. Oh, don't worry. We'll get back home soon, and you can ask RC for a cuddle.
I don't cuddle. I brood.
Oh, well, Mommy RC will make it all better for you. Don't worry.
So you open the door, and then immediately standing there right in the middle of Shockwave's laboratory are two insectoid robots that you've never seen before. Two Transformers, two Decepticons that have never been seen at all previously. They look totally advanced than the Insecticons that previously attacked Autobot City. That would be this Transformer here.
Oof.
And this Transformer here. Shockwave is in back of them and says, you can hear him say, "You thought my previous Insecticons were deadly. Here's some deluxe ones to deal with. Chop, Venom, take care of these Throttlebots." And he turns
did
around.
anyone bring a giant newspaper?
By deluxe, does that just mean they come in a box instead of card-backed packaging?
That's basically what it is. Yeah. So no, for those that are watching the show and listening to the deluxe Insecticons never made an appearance in. I purposely tried to bring in like Transformers from G1 that had not made an appearance in the actual TV show, the cartoon, so that way we could kind of do our own thing with them. So the deluxe Insecticons were not, they were on toy shelves, but they were never made an appearance in the TV show. So yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to bring them in, because nobody's really kind of seen them in action on the show. So yeah, so you've got two Insecticons, two bigger Insecticons, Chop and Venom, that are all ready to take you guys on.
On my just impulsively, I would throw the Rust agent.
Okay. Do you want to give me a firepower roll, I guess, for that?
Firepower? Sure.
Yeah.
D4s. All right, come on. Okay, 4, 8.
8. Yeah, you throw it and it just kind of just poofs out in the air and doesn't do anything to the doesn't hit the Insecticons that are standing in your way.
Bad.
Okay, Rollbar, you're playing the long game. It'll eventually rust this entire lab to the ground.
Exactly. You know, maybe it'll rust the floor in front of them.
The floor.
Yeah, because I can only roll D4s for firepower.
That might have been a good chance to use your Energon point to add another D4 to your roll.
I'll
Just
remember that.
Just pointing that out and for future reference.
Yeah, I'm kind of like holding on to that only because I haven't rolled any other ones.
Yeah, no, you've been rolling really well.
So I've just kind of been holding on to that one Energon cube that I have. So maybe I'll save it for some sort of stunt later.
What
that failed.
What are the other two of you doing?
I heard Earth insects are attracted to light. So I'm going to just make a very bright light and see if we can distract them.
I
like it. Yeah, give me a skill roll.
All right, so it's going to be a disadvantage, so it's going to be D10s instead of D12s.
Freeway, while they swarm to Searchlight, let's run in and get to the space bridge.
I don't want to run through that rusting agent that you just threw in there.
Oh, come on.
All right, so I got an 11.
Nice.
Yeah, you turn the light on, and it shines bright. And normally, where a normal Decepticon would kind of be blinded by it, it seems that these Insecticons are just kind of they don't really. It doesn't cause any damage to their visual perceptors.
I'm going to use it to take advantage of the fact that they're brightly illuminated and try and throw one of these grenades at one of them. The one that's airborne, I think.
Okay. So you're going to throw a grenade at Venom right there?
Yeah.
Okay.
19.
Yeah, that hits. And It does. What did I say? It was a D. What D10?
Yep.
So yeah, it does 3 points of damage to Venom. Make
Cool.
sure
Searchlight, you did
logged
something
up.
right for once.
So it's. It was in the midair, and you kind of midair hit, and it kind of fell to the ground, and now it's laying there on the ground trying to get up. Chop Shop.
Yeah.
Who's right in the front there?
Probably me.
I think
Rollbar?
so.
Okay. At this point, Chop Shop gets up and charges you, Rollbar, and give me a strength roll.
Yeah. Let's see, strength. D8s. Uh, 12.
I rolled a 19.
Oof.
So Chop Shop grabs you, takes his 2 pinchers from the top of him, and slams you to the ground with them. And now you're prone on the ground with him and you're locked up with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since he's on the ground with him, can I try to just get a sucker punching on him since he's distracted?
Sure. Give me a strength roll.
All right. Let's see, an 11.
Yeah, I'll say that hits because they're pretty much he's distracted. What does it say for your strength? Your damage rating on your strength? What are you rolling?
It just says melee 2 points.
Okay, so you're going to do 2 points of damage to Chop Shop. Okay, awesome. So yeah, you come behind them. They're struggling on the ground. You come up beside them and just clobber them right in the side and punch them. And you can hear some of the metallic pieces rip and some of the circuits kind of snap in there. And Chop Shop kind of yells out a little bit in pain.
Nice.
I'd like to do similarly, but I'm not as strong, so it's going to be quite a weedy punch.
Okay.
But what I'm primarily trying to do is I want to pour some rust agents on him whilst I do it. So I've got some rust agents that I'm going to try and put onto him in the impression of a punch, and I'm just going to shout, "Now is not the time to cuddle my friends."
Okay. So you're trying to put rust agent. Let me just get this. Let me get this a little clarity to the situation.
Yep.
So Rollbar and Chop Shop are on the ground struggling. So Chop Chop is on top of Rollbar.
Yep.
He just got punched in the side, and now you want to put Rust Agent on top of Chop Chop.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I'll let that go. Go ahead, give me some
it's
sort
gonna
of.
go terribly wrong. I don't care.
Give me a strength roll for that.
That's an 8.
No ones though.
No ones. 5,
Okay.
3, and a 2.
Yeah, you. What you do is you go to you try to dump the rust agent on Chop Shop. They actually roll over a little bit and knock you over, and you let go of the rust agent. So it kind of just goes all over the place and not goes on anybody.
Great, we're just rolling around.
Yeah, pretty much.
You just...
Rollbar is earning his name right now.
That's right. At this point, Venom gets up and goes to take a shot at Searchlight because Searchlight, he realizes that Searchlight has that light function, and he's going to roll 2 d10s. Oh, there we go, right there. That's a 7, a 10, and a 2. 17, yeah, so he shoots Searchlight and hits him for 3 points of damage.
Oof.
All right. That hurts.
Searchlight, you okay?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm
fine.
feeling.
I'll leave you alone.
Not
then.
great, but good.
All right, I want to kick this guy off of me.
Okay. Give me some sort of strength check.
You got it.
Come on.
Well, I got my first one.
Nice. Okay.
And I rolled a 12.
Okay. Yeah, you struggle. You trying to think of how I can complicate this a little bit more. You try to kick him apart, and for a second he lets go, but then all of a sudden his head pincers kind of just grab right a hold of you and then pull you closer to him, and it doesn't totally you don't evade his grasp at all.
Okay.
Rollbar.
That makes sense.
Rollbar, you've got a weapon. Use it.
Well, I was trying to kick him off of me so that I could use it to get a better shot.
Could you maybe try and fire point blank?
I can, but my firepower stinks. So I mean,
Yeah, I
That was
know.
your Searchlight. What are you doing?
Okay, so which is the insecticon that I'm like sparring with right now?
The one that just
Venom?
shot you is Venom.
Yeah.
Okay,
The one
is it like close? Is he like close to me?
Yeah, he's probably, you could get a shot off, or you could probably charge at him if you wanted to.
Okay, so I'm gonna like charge at him.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it look like I'm gonna punch him, but I'm gonna like feint instead, and then just like turn one of my lights on at the last second, just to see if I can get like almost like a dazzle effect on him.
Okay. Yeah, give me a speed and a skill roll for both for that. That seems to be.
And then hopefully Freeway can come in with that after that.
When you said you were going to faint, I thought you meant like a swoon. I got really confused for a second. Oh!
All right. Oh, that's not great. I got a 9 for the speed.
Okay. So we'll just say that Venom kind of realizes what's you're trying to be sneaky about it, but he kind of realizes that maybe this is kind of headed his way. Give me a skill roll now next for the light.
That's better. It's a 17.
Okay. Yeah, you turn the lights on, and it kind of takes him aback for a second, even though he kind of saw it coming. It kind of gives him just a pause just for a second, so he's kind of stunned that he probably thought you were going to attack him. So the fact that you kind of just shone light on him and kind of blinded him, just kind of like surprised him, kind of makes him flinch. Let's go that way. Freeway, what are you doing?
I'm going to use one of those grenades on him again.
Okay,
That's the theory.
do it on Venom. Okay.
On Venom, yeah. Ooh. So that was 17.
Okay. So that does 3 points of damage. That totally takes Venom right out. Venom it hits him right square in the chest, and all of a sudden just parts just kind of explode out, and there's like all this purplish goo that kind of just ends up on the floor, and
nice.
Yeah, you've taken him down. Meanwhile, Robar and Chop Chop are still struggling on the floor, rolling around.
I'm sick of this already, so I will take Freeway's advice, jam the gun up under his chin,
Okay,
and pull the trigger.
all right. That's a pretty
idea.
easy.
Why are you doing that?
Since you're so close,
Yeah.
I'm going to give you an extra die roll with this. So what's your firepower?
So
rating?
it's D4.
Okay, so roll 4 of them instead of 3 of them this time.
Can I go ahead and spend the extra Energon cube?
Absolutely. So you roll 5.
okay.
Roll 5
Yes.
D4.
Since I rolled that one before, here we go. All right. So, and I take the highest 2.
No, give me all except for the lowest one.
Okay. So I have 8, 9, 10, 11, 12
Okay.
total.
That hits. Sure.
And I have 1.
Okay. So yeah, so you shoot you take your pistol out, kind of like jam it in the spot where Searchlight kind of hit him, and you fire off a couple blasts. And what do you think here? What's your firepower? What's the damage on your firepower?
My firepower damage is 1 point.
1 point. Okay. Yeah, it does. It kind of, you can hear it kind of spark and fizzle inside Chop Shop. While it does that, you can. He still just kind of grabs onto you even tighter as a reaction.
Yep.
So now he's just really clamped onto you real well.
All right. I kind of holler out as he squeezes.
Okay. Yeah, Chop Shop is going to try to wrestle with you a little bit more and try to squeeze and maybe harm you.
Bring it on.
So give me an opposed strength roll.
You got it. Ooh. That's going to be 15 total.
All right, I rolled a 12. So yeah, so he tries to squeeze onto you and try to do some more damage, just kind of grappling you. Doesn't do anything.
Nice.
Who wants to go?
Works.
Who wants to go next?
Does Venom did he drop his axe when he was taken out?
Ooh.
Or did he have an axe?
He didn't really have an axe. He kind of has an arm stinger.
Okay.
I guess. Yeah, that's probably what. Yeah, and pretty much he's just decimated. He's
Okay.
gone. There's not really anything there to kind of
He's
loot.
retired from active service.
Right.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go over to and see if I can rip the other insectoid off of a roll bar.
Give me a strength roll.
All right, so I'm gonna use my final. Actually, no, I don't have any more Andron cubes. The grenades took 2, but yeah, I'm just going to try. Strength roll.
Okay, so I'm going to do an opposed roll, but it's going to be at minus because of the fact that I'm already kind of involved with roll bar. So I would normally roll D8s, but I'm going to roll D6s this time.
All right. That missed. Okay, so a 9.
I only rolled a 7, and I rolled a 1. So yeah, you pry me off of roll bar, and you pry Chop Shop off a roll bar. As you do, his tentacle, his what do you call those? Those clamp things, kind of rip those pincers, kind of rip a little bit of holes in roll bar as you pry him off, and yeah, you've got him. You've got him by whatever. You've got him grabbed from behind on the back. Freeway, what are you doing?
I want to take one of my mines, one of the ones with a smaller charge, and knowing that these can be magnetic as well, I'd like to spend an energon point basically to magnetize that.
Okay.
And I want to smack it onto the back of
Chop Shop. Okay.
Right in the kind of the middle of his back.
Okay.
With like a 2 or 3 second fuse on it.
Okay. So Searchlight, you kind of see what's going on, and what do you do with Chop Shop?
I just do a spin motion and then try to just fling him away.
Where would you like to fling him towards? Because remember, the Shockwave is still in this in this laboratory.
That sounds like a good target.
All right, we're still on the outside of the laboratory, right?
No, you're inside. You're inside.
Oh, we're inside.
Yeah,
Can I just fling him at the giant tank with the purple liquid closest to Shockwave?
Yeah, you can actually. You do notice that out of there's multiple tanks, and you do notice that there's 2 tanks that are empty now, that don't no longer have that purple liquid in it. But yes, there is one that is close to Shockwave that's full of this purplish liquid, and you throw Chop Shop to that tank, and give me a strength roll for that.
You're about to have the ride of your life.
7.
Yeah, you throw him. of course, Chop Shop hits the tank, and right as he hits the tank, the detonation, the mine goes off and totally decimates Chop Shop. It also decimates the tank, and the purplish liquid in the tank kind of spills all over Shockwave and covers all of his sensors and everything. Does not take him out though, but he's kind of just all kind of stunned at this point.
Move.
Yeah, I'm going to throw one of my grenades in Shockwave's direction, one of the magnetic grenades. I think it's probably my last one.
Okay.
But I think we're all running for the space bridge at this point, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're gonna throw one of the.
Let's take advantage of the situation.
That was 18, by the way.
Ooh.
Yeah, you do. You throw it, it explodes. It kind of takes, does a couple points of damage to Shockwave, and it kind of sends him back a little bit. And yeah, it gives you a little more time to get to the space bridge if you want to get to the space bridge.
Let's do that. I'm also going to throw some sonic mines behind us.
Okay. You get into the space bridge and hack away, and it starts lighting up, and all of a sudden you get.
Okay, right before we get sent out, like I take the rust agents that I got before that I never used, and I just leave them with the mines, so that the mines will explode and then spread the rust agent everywhere.
All right, awesome. Yeah.
Smart.
So the next thing you know, you guys are all kind of lit up, and you are teleported away to the other side of the space bridge. Tune into from here you see the round circular object, and it kind of lights up, and all of a sudden those two doors open up, and inside are our 3 Throttlebots with and do you guys what
do we have to deal with is Soundwave there?
Yeah, are they waiting for us?
We'll find out. We open the doors.
Yeah, you open the doors.
I was going to say, are you leaving us on a cliffhanger? Because
I'm going to open the door and then I'm going to stand to one side because I remember what happened last time a door opened.
Yeah, I will definitely jump forward and take.
Actually, before we open the doors, can we see if there's like a camera that monitors the outside of the thing?
Who has an energon point?
I do.
Okay. If you want to provide if you want to use an energon point to create a camera that you can see what's going on outside the space bridge, go for it.
I got
that, or I can try and listen for radio signals. Tune in and see if I can hear anything.
I'll go ahead and spend the energon cube.
All right.
You know that you tap into the electronics. You see the camera. You know that Soundwave is standing right there, and he's ejecting.
He's ready.
He's pretty much every single cassette tape that he's got. He's now not only does he have Ravage and Laserbeak, but he has Frenzy and Rumble that have all ejected to back him up, because he knows that if word gets back to Megatron, if word gets back to Megatron that he let you go to Cybertron and back, then he's going to be in
big
tough
trouble.
shape.
Throttlebots, should we drive for it? I'm not sure we can take all these guys in a fight.
I definitely think that we should go full throttle.
Yeah.
Car forms.
Yeah.
Nice.
Light the fires, boys.
So I hammer the door to open, and then I backflip into car mode, ready for.
So I think I'm going to turn my high beams on.
Nice. Okay. So you open the door, and standing in front of you are blocking your path are a little ways away from the space bridge are Soundwave, his Rumble and Frenzy. Laserbeak is flying above them, and Ravage, and they're all just waiting for you. And so you guys are just going to. So Searchlight's got his lights on, trying to do that. Are you guys just going to try
full blast?
Yeah, gas it.
And you guys are just gonna. Are you guys gonna drive right through them? Is that pretty much what you're gonna do?
We could try.
Through, around.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's first of all give me a Searchlight. Give me a skill roll for your light. That might help a little bit.
Okay, so that is 14.
14. Okay. Yeah, you put your lights on full blast. It kind of just stuns them again, temporarily blinds them. They can kind of see a little bit, but they can't quite see perfectly. Freeway, you're blaring some music.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I've got this great song by this artist known as Stan Bush right now.
Nice.
Yeah, The Touch.
Nice. Yeah. All right. So you each give me a.
Actually, can I retcon that? It's going to be Dare to Be Stupid by Weird Al.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. Give me a roll for your speed.
Okay.
I'm going to take the lowest speed value of
8 for me.
12.
Okay.
7. That's not great.
Okay, so I rolled a 13 for all of them. Who rolled what?
12 here.
8.
Got a 7.
Okay,
Dare to
so
Be Stupid.
so yeah, you try to just kind of drive right through them, and they kind of hold their ground a little bit, and Rumble gets out his pile drivers and starts shaking the ground, and you guys all start swerving all over the place, and yeah, it's not looking good.
You shouldn't
By the
have
way-
used that oil slick Freeway. It's not very helpful.
I love the comments in the chat about the Transformer soundtrack. So you guys are all kind of discombobulated. Okay. You can still kind of try to run for it if you want, or you can try to start. You can try to fight a little bit and cause a distraction. Whatever you want to do.
I'm going to keep on driving for a little while, but I'm going to drop some of those sonic mines around.
Okay.
And try and just sort of drop them around where the Decepticons are, dropping them behind me. My car is pooping landmines, basically.
You're like
I like it.
You're like in Mario Kart where they drop
Exactly
the banana peels.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it's going Searchlight, Roll Bar, Freeway, and we're just driving in a line.
Yeah. I would think that's probably a good way to
yeah.
be.
I mean, although knowing Freeway, he might be in the middle, just dropping landmines.
No, don't tell him that.
Well,
no.
Technically, I got the highest roll on speed, so I'm at the front, and I'm dropping landmines.
Oh no!
Yeah, me and Searchlight are trying to avoid him. Like, hey, what are you doing, man?
That's why we're going so slow.
Yeah. Watch out!
Oh yeah, by the way, avoid the landmines I'm just dropping.
Now you tell us.
You guys are swerving last minute to avoid landmines. I love it. Okay, typical Transformers cartoon. That's pretty much what it is.
Yep.
Okay.
So definitely, man, I really just think we should book it out of here.
I agree.
I feel like now would be the time to signal for help if you can.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not a bad shout.
That's true. You could do that.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Who wants to
backup? We need backup.
Who wants to try to bring in some reinforcements?
I'm generally pretty good with radio broadcasts, etc. So I'll broadcast an Autobot distress signal.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a skill roll.
That's 10.
You transmit out, and it doesn't seem to
I guess we're in the like a valley almost, aren't we? So
Yeah, it doesn't seem. It seems like you maybe need to kind of get some
get higher.
like yeah, maybe get higher up and amplify your signal a little bit more. At this point, Soundwave says Ravage, attack, and it's going to go for Ravage is going to go for Rollbar and try to attack Rollbar.
Bad kitty.
Rollbar, can you give me an opposed strength roll?
Yep.
Or actually, give me a speed roll. Speed roll will probably be better.
Yep.
Yeah, because you're trying to avoid
I'm in car form.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Speed was D8s. Okay. Let's see. 8, 9, 10, 11.
I rolled a 12, so Ravage pounces on top of you and kind of knocks you over onto the side.
Okay.
What is Searchlight doing at this point?
All right, so I'm going to turn around, seeing that Rollbar just got knocked over.
Got
I'm
mauled.
going to kind of just like drive full speed at Ravage.
Okay.
And see if I could just like hop at the last second just to like knock him off.
Okay. We'll do an opposed speed roll. So give me your speed roll, and I'll roll my speed roll.
Okay. 10. Not the worst.
I also rolled a 10, but I rolled a 1. So you actually ran into me and do 1 point of damage to Ravage. And knock him away from Rollbar.
All right.
At this point, Rumble is going to come in with his pile drivers and just start pounding the ground as much as you can. Any kind of speed roll at this point is going to be one less. It's going to step down a die roll.
Is it going to be affected by the fact that I've put landmines everywhere?
Yeah, actually, what's going to happen is you're going to hear all these like little landmines go off,
Explosions.
explode, and kind of nullify those. Kind of make them go off with nobody around them.
I mean, maybe if he rumbles enough, like he'll collapse the ravine. Then we'll be able to escape.
Freeway, what are you doing at this point?
I think I want to get. There's not a lot I can do in terms of helping these guys from a melee or firepower perspective. I'm going to try and get up to higher ground and transmit that help again.
Okay. So you're going to try to do a climb up into the ravine and get up,
pretty much take the path down that we took up.
Okay.
Path up that we took down earlier on.
Yeah, well, I guess that would probably be a strength roll, maybe.
Maybe. Give it a go.
Or do you want to do a speed roll? Are you going to climb up? You can climb it in car or robot form.
I was thinking in car form because that's what I.
Okay, then give me a speed roll then.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Frenzy is going to try to shoot at you to prevent you from going up the side.
Okay. That was an 11, but I also got a 1.
Okay, so Frenzy takes aim and shoots right above where you're headed towards, and makes kind of some of the rocks and avalanche, and it kind of avalanches down on top of you to prevent you from climbing up the roof.
Oh man, they used our plan against us.
Oh man.
Okay, I'm going to still continue to try and broadcast.
Okay.
Just to see if maybe the height I'm at is any better.
Yeah, give me a skill roll for that.
That's 22.
Okay. Yeah, you're at the point where you've amplified the broadcast so that it's definitely going out. You think it's definitely getting to Teletran 1 and alerting other Autobots of the situation in your area.
Teletran 1, this is the Throttlebots. We're under attack at the space bridge. Soundwave and several of his goons are attacking us. Please help. We are under attack. We cannot return to Teletran 1.
Also, Chase is missing.
Not sure where he is. I think he might be crying somewhere.
Chase is back at Teletran 1 going...
Check RC's room. He might be crying and asking for some tea and hot cocoa and some biscuits. I only asked him to go on a suicide mission. I really wish that we could have enjoyed. To be fair, this evening.
Yeah. So now Laserbeak is flying around the ravine and is going to take a shot at Freeway because Laserbeak knows that Freeway is trying to transmit.
And Laserbeak looks really stupid.
Oh yeah, he definitely doesn't like that. So he rolls an 18. So yes, he's going to do 2 points of damage to you, Phil.
Okay. To me personally.
Yep. To Freeway.
Oh. Okay.
So basically, the space bridge is probably 4 rounds away from Teletran, where the Autobot city is.
Yeah.
So it's going to take 4 rounds before the reinforcements can get to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to try and lob one of my I'm presuming I've probably run out of the magnetic grenades by now.
Yes.
So I used like 3 of them. So I'm going to go back to my non-magnetic stupid ones.
Okay.
I love
Try
it.
and throw one of those at Laserbeak.
Okay.
And I got an 8.
You got an 8. Yeah, you throw one and it explodes. It kind of makes Laserbeak swerve out of the way, but it does not hit Laserbeak at all.
That's what happens when you're rolling d6s.
I would like to transform into robot mode and sucker punch Ravage to get him off of me.
Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Give me a strength roll. Yeah.
I thought I knocked Ravage off of you already.
Yeah, you did. You did. Oh yeah. That's right.
Did you? Well,
Yeah.
I'm definitely going to punch him.
Yeah, he got hit with a car.
That's right. You ran into him. Ooh, 13.
13. Yeah, you hit him. What's your melee damage?
Melee damage is pretty good. It's 3 points.
3 points. Yeah, you definitely clock him right side the head, and he goes flying and rolls right into the side of the ravine.
Nice.
Nice. So at this point, let me think here. Who hasn't gone? I'm trying to think. Rumble.
I don't think
You don't have any. Okay, Searchlight. Go ahead for it. Go for it.
I'm just going to, I guess, start to head towards Rumble.
Okay.
I'm going to transfer it back into robot mode and then just like head over to Rumble to see if we could go toe to toe.
Okay.
And see what happens.
Sure. So, are you going to attack him or anything? Is that what you can do a melee roll or a melee? Are you going to go melee or do you have any? You don't have any weapons, do you?
No, I don't.
Okay.
So it would have to be a melee roll against him.
Okay. So let's you come up to Rumble and give me a die roll.
Okay. 11.
He rolled a 5. So yeah, you clock him right side the head, and he stops his pile drivers. And what's your melee damage?
2 points.
2 points. Oh, okay. At this point, Frenzy still sees Freeway, and he's also going to try to take a shot at Freeway with his little blaster rifle thing that he has.
This could be the end of Freeway.
Have you taken a lot of damage?
Yeah.
He rolled a 14. Can you give me a speed roll?
For really any point. There is a point. I rolled 10.
Okay.
2 5s and a 3.
Okay. I also rolled a 1. So I'm going to say that I hit you. How many hit points do you have left? 1 or 2? You have 1 left? You have 2 left. 2 left? Yeah, he just does 1 point of damage instead of 2.
Oh, my bad shoulder. Okay. I do actually have 2 energon cubes, so I will spend one of those to try and heal up a little bit.
To heal up a little bit? Okay.
Yeah.
And what else would you like to do?
I'm going to transform into robot mode.
Okay.
And I don't know, actually. Thinking about it for a second. No, what I think I'm going to try and do is to turn about, drive straight at this guy. I'm going to try and do similarly to earlier. I'm going to try and jump in vehicle mode. Poop out a landmine whilst I'm doing it. Hopefully land it on him and keep going.
Okay. Give me a speed roll first.
My d6s.
You do 6s.
That was 10.
Okay. Yeah. You no problem. And now give me a skill roll.
17 and a 1.
Nice. Yeah, you drop a couple of these mines on him, and one of them actually hits him a little bit closer than you would probably let it go at, and as it explodes, it like propels you across the canyon, and you kind of like you end up bouncing off the side of out of the canyon wall, and it definitely scrapes the side of your your car. How many?
Buff out. It's fine.
What's that?
It'll buff out.
Yeah. How many? Did we say what damage those mines did?
I don't think we ever did. No.
I'm going to say they do 2 points of damage. So he's going to do 4 points of damage to Frenzy.
Cool.
Awesome.
And I'm going to be rummaging through my various compartments, etc., and I'm going to spend an energon point to find some degreaser as a sabotage mechanism.
Okay.
I'm thinking of getting down to Rumble and pouring degreaser in his pistons.
All right.
He seizes up.
He seizes up. All right. That's fine. That's good. That's good. All right. Rollbar, what are you doing?
Rollbar is going to continue to pound down on Ravage.
Ravage. Okay. Give me a strength roll.
Let's see. 17, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah, you hit him. No problem. What's your melee damage?
3.
Yeah, you kind of slam into the side of him. He's got like these rocket like boosters on the side of his legs, and they just kind of fall off. And Ravage goes running towards Soundwave, kind of limping as he goes.
Yeah, come on back if you ever want to try again.
Searchlight, what are you doing?
I'm going to try to do that same feint style attack on Rumble, since he's still like right in front of me.
Okay.
So what's the roll for that?
What did we say before? Was it like a speed and then a skill? Is that what we did before?
There was a courage in there, wasn't there?
At
some point?
Yeah,
let's.
I don't know offhand. I don't remember.
So you're just trying to feign like what do you? You're just gonna
I'm gonna try to like go up like I'm gonna punch him again like I did last time, but instead just like turn a bright light on right in front of him.
Okay. Yeah. Give me a courage and then a skill roll.
Okay. Oh, that's bad. I got 2 1s and a 2, so I got a 3.
Okay, so actually ones don't ever count towards your roll.
Oh, so I got a 2.
So there's always going to be something bad happens. So yeah, so you roll a 2. So you kind of like go up to punch, and then like you kind of question what you're doing, and at this point, Rumble kind of takes a look at you, brings up one of his pile drivers, and just pile drives you right in the chest, and sends you flying back. Take 1 point of damage for that too.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, when Greek crafted this says it was courage. Excellent, thank you. So Freeway, what are you up to?
Whilst Rumble is distracted dealing with Searchlight, I'm going to drive straight at him. I'm going to transform into robot mode, and I'm basically going to try and get on his back and just spray degreaser down both of his pile driver pistons. They're kind of like hydraulic pistons, so I just really want to make him suffer when next time he tries to use those for any effect.
Okay. So give me a speed roll, first of all. See if we can get.
That was 9.
Okay, I'll say it's pretty easy. Yeah. Okay. And then give me a skill roll. Or should it be a strength roll? Maybe it's. Yeah, we'll give a skill roll, I guess.
Skill would be 10.
So you roll 10?
7, a 3, and a 3.
Yeah, you're on his back, but you can't seem to get the degreasing agent into his hydraulics.
Okay.
But you are grappled onto the back of him.
Yeah.
And he's just kind of flailing around like.
Okay. I'll stay there until I manage to do something, or he throws me off, I guess.
Laserbeak sees what's going on and tries to use his eye lasers. He's got eye lasers, right? Yeah, he's got eye lasers. And hit Rollbar with his eye lasers.
Mm-hmm. Bring it.
Oh yeah, he's out of commission. Firepower. Okay, here we go. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, so Laserbeak tries to shoot you, misses completely, and realizes that doesn't really watch where it's flying and flies into the side of the canyon.
Oh, yes.
Take it home to roost, you stupid bird.
does 1 point of damage because it hits the side of the canyon.
Okay. In retaliation, so Laserbeak's still moving, right? He's not down and out. So as he's there, and I know that some of the rubble came down, right? So here's what I'm thinking. Car mode. Run up and hit that dirt like a ramp, and as I'm in the air, transform and climb onto Laserbeak's back.
Okay. Give me a speed roll and then give me a skill roll.
All right, speed.
And of course, Rollbar transforms into a Jeep, right, as well. So it's like...
Yeah, and I'm very agile. What does it say? Something. What? All right, so speed 9.
Okay, yep, you hit it just fine.
Okay,
I'll say it's easy enough. Yep.
and you said skill. That's D12s. Yeah. That is 12, 13, 14, 15.
Okay, yeah, no problem. You get to do that, no problem.
And a 1.
Oh, and a 1. Okay, so you're going up, you're speeding up, transforming, grabbing Laserbeak.
Yeah.
Okay, so what? Instead of like grabbing a hold of him, grabbing a hold of Laserbeak, you grab a hold of him by the wings, and you kind of you grab a hold of him, but you start to barrel roll down the side of the canyon, and
yeah, that's fine.
Kind of out of control.
That's fine as long as I get a hold of him. That's all I care about.
Frenzy is going to see that Searchlight is kind of out of the way and kind of off on his own. So he's going to try to shoot Searchlight. Let's see here, firepower D10s. Oh, that is... Yeah, so he shoots Searchlight and hits him square on the shoulder and does 1 point of damage to Searchlight.
Oh man!
Ouch.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. I know two of them are already occupied, right? One of them has Fury on their back. Rollbar is currently taking the bird out of the sky.
I'm literally rolling again with
rolling.
I mean, you're living up to your name, so that's always good.
Exactly.
So who was left?
So basically, you've got Frenzy. Frenzy is the one that just took a shot at you.
Okay. So let's see. Can I use an energon cube to produce one of the same grenades that I had given to Freeway earlier?
Sure.
Just one though.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm gonna take it out of my one of my compartments, and then I'm gonna throw it at Frenzy.
Okay. Give me a firepower roll for that.
Okay, let me use my other energon cube to increase the die of my firepower roll.
Okay.
So you said it's top 3, right?
So
If it's 4 die,
it'll be top 3. If it's die 3, yep, it's going to be top 3.
Okay, so that comes up to 7, but I also got a 1.
Okay. Yeah, you throw it. It explodes. It kind of creates this. It explodes. It actually, you throw it and it hits the side of the canyon wall and kind of explodes on the side of the canyon wall, and it creates all this rubble, and it kind of blocks your vision between you and Frenzy. So basically, it doesn't help you at all to get to him, but it does create some sort of barrier between you two for just the time being. All you have to do is kind of take a few steps, and you'll be, be face to face again. But for the right at the immediate moment, you've got some rubble in between you.
Freeway, I think you gave me one of the bad grenades.
That was the ones you kept to yourself. It's not my fault you don't know how to use it.
Oh.
Did you try reading the instruction manual?
It just says pull, pin, and throw.
Yeah, that's 2 actions, not 3.
All right, so is it Rollbar next?
Sure, I'll go next.
Okay.
So after we reach the bottom, just start pounding Laserbeak right in the face.
Okay. Let's give opposing strength rolls, because Laserbeak's going to try to get away from you as well.
Yep. And I'm going to spend 1 energon cube to add another die. Okay. Excellent. 15.
Okay, yeah, you keep pummeling Laserbeak. What's your damage for melee again?
3.
So you've done 4 points of damage to Laserbeak. Awesome. Yeah, Freeway. What are you doing at this point? You're on the back of
grappling
Rumble.
on the back, so I want to maintain that grapple and try again with the degreasing agent.
Okay. Give me. We'll do opposing strength rolls.
Okay, so I am going to spend an energon point to energon cube to increase my strength dice, and I'm going to for the first time, Doug.
Yes.
I'm going to use these for the first time.
Oh, nice! The VCG
Awesome.
Patreon D6s, awesome.
Yeah, so very grateful for these. Let's have a look.
Maybe.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Thank goodness, but I'm sure I'm going to get thrown off now.
No.
What kind of face is that, Doug?
I rolled a 5 and a 1. So so you put the degreasing agent into.
Do I still need to? Well, is that not? That's to maintain the grapple, right? So I still need to do a.
Oh yeah. Then you do the Then you do the skill. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be 21.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, you throw the degreasing agent into his hydraulics, and he seizes up. In
My
fact, he
intention
tries
is to kick off as I do that as well.
He's trying to use those pistons, and all of a sudden you can see that they just like seize up, and he's just like straining, and eventually they just kind of like bust off the side of his.
Haha! Don't
Nice.
feel so slick now, do you, Deceptor twerp?
Yeah, and Searchlight, what are you doing right now?
All right, so after my unkind encounter with Frenzy, I'm going to go back over to Rumble and see if I could just kind of knock him over, just to see, since he's
Just
all
push him
up. Just gently knock him over so he can't get back up.
Yeah, I'll let you do that. You don't even have to roll for it because he's just in so much shock because of his pistons. Like he's just like kind of just flailing, and you just kind of just come over and just knock him over. At this point, Optimus Prime rolls up to the side of the canyon and transforms, and he's got Prowl and Hound and Mirage with him and Ironhide, and they're all lined up along the side of the canyon. And Soundwave looks up and sees that they are all outnumbered, and he says, "Decepticons, retreat, retreat."
Yeah.
And immediately they fly off. Ravage transforms, goes into his chest, and all of the Decepticons fly up into the air and leave the space bridge.
Yeah, run away.
Woo!
All right. We did it.
So as you come up out of the ravine, you're greeted by Optimus and all the Autobots, and Optimus looks at you and says, "Throttlebots, how was your mission?"
Excellent.
It was
Yeah,
definitely we squashed some bugs.
We've determined that Shockwave's lab is at the other side of the space bridge, at least with the destination that's currently programmed in. Shockwave is active. He's developing new creatures. We've seen some Insecticons that are of a different specification to previous.
Yeah. I'll pass
Recommend,
along
a strike team.
the recording that I took of the new Insecticons.
Okay, excellent. He'll take that and say, we'll download this into Teletran 1 and get the readout. Were you able to retrieve the transformation cog from Wheeljack's workshop?
Yes, I give him the cog.
Nice. So yes, you hand over this spherical cog, and he holds it in his hand, and he looks at you and says, well done, Throttlebot team. I guess you've taught us all a lesson that working as a team, we can accomplish any task. And he'll transform into his truck mode and drive away towards the Autobot base. And that's when we'll cut scene and the end and put the end credits. And that will be the end of episode. Throttlebots roll out for this actual play.
Woo!
That was awesome.
Thank you so much.
That was fantastic.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you'd like to see more, let us know in the comments below. We would love to do more. It's still kind of Billy says, work as a team, not robots can poop minds. Oh man, yeah, I really agree. I think there's a few tweaks that we could probably do to the system, but I overall I think you guys got. Yeah, I think it was fun.
Yeah. It was definitely easy.
Yeah,
because at some point I said, during the broadcast, we can't get back to Teletran 1, and then I said, no, that's not right. We can't get back to the computer. Retconning that.
I will tell you that if you like this, please like and share it with other folks that you might be interested in Transformers and in RPG Actual plays. Also, if you have watched all this way and you haven't hit that subscribe button, that little bell notification that'll let you know every single time we upload new content. And I'm a big 80s geek, and I would love to do more, 80s cartoon inspired actual plays. Thundercats would be fun. I would
and the Wheeled Warriors.
The one thing that I will say, and again, I'm going to tell folks that if you this was just using some of the base rules and mechanics for Cortex Prime. There are so many different things that you can do with this book, and you can modify it and create any kind of RPG using this book. So if you haven't picked this up, ask your friendly local game store to pick it up. It's Cortex Prime. It's cortexrpg.com is their website. it's put out by Fandom Publishing, and Fandom actually is the company that does D&D Beyond, and so their online rulebook for the Cortex Prime is super super well done, and I'm really excited to see where this goes with Cortex. Of course, they've announced that the Legends of Grayskull, the Masters of the Universe RPG that's coming out later this year, is going to be using Cortex Prime. They've got the Dragon Prince RPG that's coming out. So definitely, this is an RPG to kind of keep an eye on, and I think it's definitely one that we're going to see a lot more. A lot more properties associated with, and they've got they've already got some of their own settings that they've pre-built into here. That whole book is not just rules. There are some other settings that you can play that they've already pre-built, but it is a really great system if you like that. It looks like if there are any other 80s properties that you would like to see us feature using Cortex Prime, let us know in the comments. It looks like
it's like Thundercats, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks like Thundercats is definitely.
They are both on the move and loose, so we should probably, feel that magic.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm really intrigued by the official Transformers RPG that's coming out by Renegade Game Studios.
Yeah.
That will be using a 5th edition hack of that kind of rule set. That's fine. I kind of like the flexibility of Cortex and kind of like see what it is. It's a little more narrative instead of crunchy. So I'm really excited to do more of this, and if you'd like to see more of it, let us know in the comments and hit that like button down below. That will definitely help us get know that there's more interest in actual plays like this.
It was really fun.
I want to thank Brandon for making his VCG actual play debut. Thank you so much, Brandon.
It was a pleasure to be here, Doug.
A great part of our community. Phil, thank you so much for coming on and giving part of your Sunday evening over there.
Always a pleasure.
And of course, Josh, thank you as always for coming on and being a part of this. I feel bad that Jordan kind of had to bail. He was doing the single parent thing, so thank you so much to Jordan. At least he tried to join us, but of course,
and full respect, to be fair, for taking on a much more important mission.
Absolutely. That definitely takes priority. So I totally understand it. Maybe he can join us for the next one. If you'd like to see another one, let me know again in the comments if you'd like to see that. If you'd like to see the Throttlebots return, maybe we can get this group back together and add maybe Goldbug. Goldbug is one of the we had Goldbug, and there's one other one. There's a dump truck one that called Wide Load. I don't know why.
I'm really pleased you didn't tell me that I had to play that one.
Dumps like a truck. So if you would like to see Wide Load,
he definitely is very good at pooping landmines, by the way.
Oh my gosh!
If you would like to see more Throttlebots, let us know in the comments. We'd love to feature them in an upcoming stream again. So. All right, folks, that's going to do it for this session. I want to thank everyone. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, all that jazz that we're supposed to do on YouTube. We really appreciate our YouTube community here on VCG. And everyone be safe, be well, and remember, winning shouldn't be the only victory condition when you get to the table. We'll see you next time. Bye now.